Hello everybody, Jim here, and I try to find a good software for live streaming and stuff like that. I'm testing right now Camtasia, but I don't like it that much because it stores everything on my hard drive and my desktop computer is full. I have an external hard drive, and I need to find out how to make it store everything there. Now I try this one, try actually to do it, the vid.io, but I couldn't make the microphone to work. And I will try also StreamYard and EVMax. But without further ado, let's go to it right now because it's a testing and I'm pre-recording the video, and but I wanted to do this live actually, but it seems this time I won't be able to do it. But in the future, as if you have a good recommendation, just let me know. We want something to be able to record from my screen, to be able to talk, obviously, and to not store it into my hard drive. Actually, let's scale that here as well. What? Come on. Let's put like that. And to be able to store online, and from there to be able to push it into different channels, maybe YouTube, maybe in other places if there exist. And if you are familiar, just let me know, or give me some recommendation, and on my free time I will make it happen. Now to update you. So this is Trade Locker, and as you can see, I haven't done anything. Actually, this is like the balance. The idea is to take one, we pass it together, and hopefully you will be able to follow along. Right now you might say, hey, why is the balance just like that? And when you take a position, this is just the first position, right? When you take a position, they charge you a fee, right? So if we add those two together, it would be this. Now, with that firm, there are a couple rules. So let's go over them. And let's make it, I don't know, this, and maybe the text black. So here, right. Now, you cannot have, okay, you can lose 5% a day. It is static, right? Let me actually put it here. It is static, the drawdown. The second is you have 10% overall drawdown. The third is they have consistency rule, no more than 45%. Oh my god, let me put it maybe here, right here, of the amount needed to pass the challenge. Okay, now what does this mean? Okay, this means obviously the 5 and 10% is very, very easy to understand, I assume. Let's take some partials here. Now in order to pass the challenge, the phase 1, okay, it is actually, let's put it here, need to pass phase 1 10%, phase 2 8%. Okay. Awesome. Now let me put it here like that. All right. Now, what does this means? The 45% of the total amount needed. So in phase 1, you need 10%. So 100,000, 10% is 10,000. So in order to pass phase 1, I need to make 110,000. Okay, this is the objective. This is the what needs to happen. The second thing is that from that 10%, that 10,000, I cannot make more than 45% of those, which means 4,500. In simple terms, yes, I need to make 10,000, but I cannot make more than 4,500 in a day. Okay? Now, here is, very simple. Now, on phase 2, okay, it's 8,000, right? Because it's 8% of the 100K, the 8% is 8,000. Now, on phase 2, I cannot make more than 45%, okay, of the 8,000, which is 3,200, okay, or 3,500, whatever the amount is. So 45% of the needed amount each time per day. On phase 2, the problem is that someone could lose, let's say, 4,700, 4.7% in a day, right? But he, how to put it, the next day he cannot make 4,700% because his max on the phase 2 is 3,000, let's say 500. Does that make sense? So this is the catch here and the actual problem. Actually, let me put one more. Let's put it. I wanted to take partials when it was lower, almost around like 1%. But yeah, let's go with that tight stop loss. Doesn't really matter. And those are the rules. Okay. Now, this is one of the hardest prop firms to pass, but they have daily payout. So you make not actually daily, multiple times per day. So you make in London session 2 trades and you made $500. You could request payout, you get paid, you could continue on New York session, make another 2,000, you could request payout again. And it's like starting fresh every time. I love this because it keeps you grounded. You make from 100K, 102K, for example, you get the money. It's like you start over and over and over, which keeps you grounded. It's very, very, very good, in my opinion. Okay. Now, keep in mind, listen, I'm not a marketer, and you will hear a lot of stuff like and because I need to think also as well. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that, I'm not used to do live streams, and English is my second language. So I don't want you to give me slack just in the beginning, don't be too hard on my English. And if you don't understand, great. um Going someone else, right? um I will do this because I might enjoy it. If I stop enjoy it, I will stop doing it. Okay. If you follow along, you will make money. Hopefully, it's not a financial advice. If you follow along in your broker, maybe you will make money. You will maybe make more money because here the spreads are a little bit higher. Again, it's not a financial advice. And the goal is to find time zones that work for me and for us to be able to trade, daily, or not trade because I trade daily, to be able to connect on a daily basis, or maybe 2 3 times a week. Okay, it doesn't mean because at some point it will be live. Right now it's recorded, but as you could see, it's trade locker. You could see my stuff. You could see here it's on Camtasia. It's not like I can do anything. Actually, I'm taking the trades as we speak. But we might, for example, connect one day, right? Drinking some coffee, connect one day, and be on the job, be on the charts, be on the market, and opportunity is not there. Who knows? So right now, yes, we might see opportunities, and yes, in the future we might connect on a daily basis or few times a week at least, but it doesn't mean that we will find opportunities. So we will need to have more stuff, to do and talk about, right? And who knows, maybe, if some of you are more experienced, especially in talking, um, maybe I can invite some guests from time to time, exchange ideas, mastermind, and taking some trades together. Who knows? Um, that's that. Also, if you want to use this firm that you will get paid daily, you will find a link in the description with discount built in. The problem is because I have a relationship with a firm, they didn't give me a coupon code. They say to me, "Hey Jim, it's better take a link, a URL, because a coupon, a lot of people can use it, and we cannot know which one came from you specifically, in order to have better support, maybe even faster payout, because some payouts take me like 2 3 minutes, um, and all that stuff." So they gave me a specific link. If someone use this link, it will have the coupon built in, the discount built into the link, and we will know who came from you, which is cool, right? Because a coupon, a lot of people can share it, which is okay too, but it is what it is. Anyways, you will find below a link for that firm. That firm use Trade Locker and C Trader. C Trader is actually new, Trade Locker, and don't worry, we will go through everything. And if someone is from Europe and want to use a broker with 1 to 500 leverage, essentially IC markets, but as you know, European law is not very good, and SAC, for us Europeans, um, we don't actually. Let me take one more stab here, a small one. And by the way, we will talk about trading Let's see. Is this? No, it's not. I will hit the stop loss. Doesn't matter. Let me see here. Let me take it. I took it. I expect to hit the stop loss, but who knows? Maybe we get a candle down and we will be good to go. Um, what I was saying with the leverage 1 to 500, a lot of people will in Europe cannot use that type of leverage because European law kind of suck in the forex. Even Americans have problem actually because they cannot trade like forex. They can trade only CFD and stocks. So they have, each jurisdiction have their own problems. Doesn't really, matter that much as long as someone can have a reputable broker that he knows he will take his money on time every time, without if buts and without the broker to interfere with the trades, because there are a lot of big book brokers now. Not many people know about this. Hopefully in the future we will be able to talk about A book, B book, what they want to do, why they do it, and how to choose a broker. For now, if you are in Europe and you want to use the same liquidity as IC markets, because I cannot say legally it's IC markets because it's different entity. The ones that know that IC markets is not like one website. There are multiple licenses under multiple jurisdictions, as you might find, the same way an e-commerce website that is like same, for example, .eu, and then the same .com and the same .au or something else. If that makes sense. Yeah, I will leave a link for live broker that have like minimum spreads and stuff like that. Now, as far as trading, as you saw, I hit couple stop losses. Okay, now, come on. Oh, okay. Let me put that. Let me put it again. The win rate, okay, is irrelevant. Okay. Now there needs to be context in that statement. Okay. When I say irrelevant, if someone has 0% win rate, obviously it cannot be irrelevant. But I don't want to use like woke terminology, and I want to speak a language that everybody can understand and use basic common sense. When I say win rate is irrelevant, I mean someone can have 99% win rate or 90% win rate and still not be profitable. Because if you're risking, for example, $1,000 to make $100, okay, you risk 1,000, so you have huge stop loss that you rarely hit, if ever, and you only make too little. Okay, when you hit the stop loss one time, so let's say you have 1,000 stop loss to make $100. you win 9 trades, right? You lose 1 trade, okay? You make 900, you lose 1000. You overall lose. So even though your win rate is very high, okay, you could still be a loser, and it only takes one trade or few trades in order to lose. It would be an ideal here to enter a buy, by the way, but doesn't. I will stick with the sell. Okay, so the win rate is irrelevant. All what matters, okay, all that matters is the risk reward, RR. Okay, now there is a phrase thrown around that says high risk, high reward, or it is associated with that, like a risk reward, like I risk, so in order to have good reward. I'm not into that. I'm not buying that because the data shows that if you risk a lot, okay, one time if you lose everything. You lose your shirt. You don't want to be in that position. You want to risk little or moderate and have big reward. Okay. Never, never, ever, ever, never envy, okay, the guy that makes 100, 200 pips with 30, 50 pips stop loss. Okay, never envy that guy. You might think he's good, you might think he's cool, he's not. Okay, and in the long term, he will be not profitable, he won't be profitable, and he could be profitable at periods. Okay, never envy that guy. Okay, because at best he made 1 to 3. Now, not only he needed to catch a huge move to make 3%, 3R, okay, not only needed to catch that big of a move, he only how to put it, it's not easy to catch multiple of those moves. He didn't even make 3R because, let's say, because it's big move, when the price start moving, he might secure half of that. So essentially he might make 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. Okay, it's good for psychology to hit multiple times the take profit, but if you don't have that problem, okay, you would be good. Okay, you need to envy the guy that will enter with 5 pips stop loss and cuts 30, 20, 30. That guy, this is the guy that you want to be. To enter with 3 pips, 5 pips, less than 20 pips, 10 pips, stop loss and cuts this amount. Okay. Now, why? Because if you enter with 5 pips and you catch 20, 30, which could be easily a candle like that, you see, this is like 25 pips. You would be easily make 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, so yeah, that's that. anyways, I won't share right now my trading view that I have analysis there. But as I said, stop loss doesn't phase us because we know on the long run, because we use, sensible stop loss, one trade can make us 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 or 1 to 30. So we could hit it multiple times. Now, our monitor, a market. That's why I need. I'm looking here at my hard drive, and that's why I need to host this online, because my hard drive is almost ready to full, and I won't be able to, have 2, 3, 4 hour one session stream. Maybe had some music on background and stuff like that. How much we risk on that position? If we click that, we risk 90. Now, if I wanted to scalp, which I do, you see, already make 3R, 3 times the amount that we risk. I could take 1R, and even if I put break even or I leave it to hit the stop loss, leave it to hit my stop loss, it will still be profitable because I risk 90. Right now I took a partial, so if we go, it will hit 78. If I take 90, and even if I leave the stop loss the place it is, all right, I will hit it, but I will have taken 90, the risk that I have put, and I will lose, I don't know, 78, right? So it's long term. Even if I hit the stop loss, I would be profitable, and then I could catch a better trade on a better spot. This one, even though it is with 300, it was right now. This one, to be honest, it is okay because it's like what, 10 pips, $1, right? And it's live, guys. It's not like on hindsight with trading view, back testing, and stop, for example, the market here and say, oh, I will take that, and we try to enter as the market is moving. Not many people can do that because essentially we try to predict what will happen. I don't have an idea on what would be the next candles. Okay, on TradingView there is spreads. There isn't spreads here. You could see the spreads. You could see how the price is moving, and as you saw, I exit the position on the top one, and as you saw, this, um, yeah, essentially, how to put it, I could have get way more profit. Doesn't really matter. And by the way, I see a lot of people, they risk like 1%. You will get wrecked. Actually, let me put break even because right now I might hit it. So now, why I don't secure that to be on profit? Because I can catch them again on better spots. So yeah. And the second thing is that maybe we get a push down. Bless me. Yes, bless me. Let's enter. You see, I enter, and the market was moving. Not, it's not based on hindsight and stuff like that. So let's take a little bit more. Right now, this one is risk free, so whatever we secure stays on pocket, right? And by the way, let's see the trades. No, I mean, as you can see, Trade Locker, actually, let's see something else. It's not like I took 0.20 as trade, is actually the amount that I, secure each time. But you see, two losses as we were talking, even though it ran in our direction. Now, if we calculate the liquidity, actually, I don't believe that. Not I don't believe. Nobody is even talking about that. They talk about liquidity, but they don't tell you how to calculate exactly how much liquidity is above, how much is below. And you see, I jump from subject to subject. Now on trading view, you see, I jump from subject to subject. Anyways, as I want, another thing that I wanted to say is that on trading view, even on backtest, there is no spreads and stuff like that. So or as the market move, you stop the backtest tool and you take the position on the exact spot. Fuck. Let me wait. Yeah. Take it on the exact spot, right? Which is not possible because at the time that you enter and the platform open the position, you might have hit not the stop loss, but the price might have moved one candle away from you. I might wanted to enter here, but for example, for a buy, and I end up go here. If the candle open and is a huge jump, there is a difference between this and this. For example, here I wanted to enter somewhere around here as the candle open and have my stop loss here, but it would throw my risk reward, so I took that and I hit the stop loss. I could have scalped that with 1 to 2 and go above 100k. But it is what it is. Right now we have, even if we hit the stop loss, I mean, let me change that. Yeah, could possibly go up. $50. Oh my god. What am I doing? Now, even though there are a lot of gaps here, and price will, when there are gaps, okay, guys, you need to understand that price will go there to fill those, especially if there are gaps like on daily opening. Um, take some more out. Let's take, I mean, this one is running 1-to-1, but let's take a little bit more just to go higher here, like the next trade, like 1-to-1 that run. Let's actually reduce a little bit our risk here. It's not much, but and by the way, I can exit manually. Here, let's see. Will we get a drop? No, we won't. Let's take it one more. One more. I believe in that move. As you could see, one of the great things to risk little, okay, is that you could take multiple entries. Because right now I'm risking what, $100. If this ran 1-to-4, 1-to-5, okay, it would be easier for me, to recover. Or close that one. Let's actually remove more of that risk. Could I have stayed with the top position? Yes. I don't like that, but I expect one small exhaustion because from the Asian session, the market is only pumping, and for the past few days, the market pumping. So even if you drop, $10, it would be enough for me for the day. Let's see, will I hit it? There is also the spreads that could be a potential issue for me. Actually, let me take more of that risk. Issue is ideally to secure obviously the entries are based on analysis, okay, that I have on TradingView. by the way. Yeah, price will pump. So what I can do is take that out, so I am 100% sure that I'm above my original balance, and now my risk is very little, so whatever happens, I'm cool. Could I had stayed? Yes, but at some point you need to minimize the losses. There are some rules, some strict rules actually. Yeah, okay, I don't care about you. You could hit. Do we want to scale? Let's check on some other time frames. I could have ended by. I'm waiting. You sure? Why I exit? We have nice, nice. Here, let's take one more. You see what I said about the gaps? Now, 1 minute. Yeah, actually, little bit higher because the spreads might hit me on the next candle. So let's put a little bit higher here. Here I could have entered buy as well. We try to risk between $100 and $300 per trade. Okay, that is our risk, not 1%, which is crazy for me. $1,000 to risk in one trade. You are 4 trades away from losing. And this is the problem with the Twitter guys and Twitter gurus that says, hey, risk 1%. Well, dumbass, if you lose, 4 trades, I lose the account and I will need to buy again. With 4 trades, you could lose it in one day, taking different, not just gold. Maybe you trade Euro USD and CBP USD. So even in a system that is like, 90%, you don't really know when the winning trades will hit, or the losing. With 90%, what about if you lose the 10 first and you lose the next 90? You don't let the odds, the mathing, play out. Because, as I said, with a system with 90% win rate, what if you lose the first 10 and then you win the next 90 in a row? You don't let them average out. So with 10%, how to put it, like if you put 1% risk, you might lose the account within a day, with some slippage and some fees and maybe some swaps if you keep it, or you get on a rollover. Essentially, if the day changes with the swaps, or not swaps, spreads. I'm sorry. With the spreads going too big, yeah, you will have problem the next day. You might hit way more than what you were expecting. By the way, now if I hit the stop loss, as you saw, I took some partials. Yes, it will, hurt, but not as much as if I hit, with full amount. And if it move a little bit lower, I will take some more partials, which it will make my stop loss from 200, maybe 180 if I hit it. All right. Let's take some more here. And I don't know, a lot of people, they have hard time to make 1, 2, 3, 4%, or they need to risk 1% to make 1%, or I don't believe in that. Someone can make 5, 10% a day if he is on top of things. Let's say here, and let's say here. As it moves, I secure more and more and more. I could put one position break even, but as you see with the way that it moves, you see, we are securing more and more and more as the price move into our direction. I could keep in order to pass it, but the ideal scenario is to trade with sensible risk right? Let me put the take profit. We need to put it at 3,000. No, we don't. Let me move it a little bit lower here. Even though, as you see, I'm safe, didn't need it. But we might get a jump right now. So I need another, I don't know, 3,000. Just in case I put it. Actually, let me do it like that. I don't expect to hit it. Okay. I don't expect to hit it. I mean, not right now. By the way, you see the balance? It's all about risk reward. Okay. And if we look the trades that I actually hit stop loss, come on, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades hit stop loss, and those are 1, how many? 1, 2, 3, 6, and I hit stop loss, not stop loss, and I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. So even with 50% kinda win rate, maybe trades here. No, I cannot. I would want to have everything like in the like the MT5, right? So you see here, I would be with way. I had it here the stop loss, but here from here, same thing. Bitcoin, will it go 100,000? Oh, guess it will. I mean, maybe not today, but it will for sure. Let's see. big drop from euro. Can it bounce? Maybe to put here, maybe put here 2 lots. What? Come on. What? Oh. Looking the pips. No. Alright. Is there something for us? I'm gonna hit the stop loss. Maybe we'll go. So maybe we'll go to here. Come on. Again. One of the things that I just thought is maybe, guys, that's why I need to have different software, because right now I might send a message and say, hey guys, do you actually want me like to wait the entire session or close it and maybe record again? But you don't know when I will get positions and how I will manage and stuff like that. That's why I would be able to ask a question and say, and you guys be able to vote or something, right? Or ask me questions, not that I, reply, I need to shit. I need to, let me eat something as we are making. Something very, very important to mention. For me, if I do challenge or on my account on broker or live on funded account, I trade the same way. A lot of people, one of the crucial mistakes that they do is they go on the challenge too big and they say, oh, when I get funded, I go slow. No, you don't. Because you don't know how to do that. Does that make sense? And your win would be based on luck, essentially. You don't want to be in that position. Some people, I'm sorry about that, I'm eating, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Let me drink some water. Some people, traders, they try to have multiple positions without stop loss and stacking as a barcode. Usually, let's say they enter here a buy, for example. Here. Price goes negative. They take another buy. They take another buy. They take another buy. They take another buy. Either they increase their lot size, right? Or, you know, um, or they use the same lot size. Essentially, they do something called martingale. They might not like to call it martingale, and they might call it layer or whatever name they trying to do. In forex, without stop loss, it is dangerous to do that, right? Drinking my coffee. I don't see some pressure up, so who knows? We might get a drop. We don't know the future. Our job is to be there on the charts, right? And price move, we follow the price. We don't know what will happen. We don't go in a certain bias because we feel like it. Yes, we try to, to avoid that. I mean, this is like an instinct that we have, but we try to take decisions based on what we see. I'm guilty of that, of going with a gut feeling. For example, I was shorting it here, the price, right? While if I go on hour, okay, an hourly time frame, and let me put it like that, we see we have a clear upward trend, right? And by the way, I catch it from here. I had called the buy. Anyways, let's go here. Okay, now why I shorted? Because my risk reward is good. Even a small move, I can make, 3 4 R. And when I say 3 4 R, it means 3, 4, 5, 10 times the amount that I risk. It doesn't mean that I risk, 1%. I can do that, but I want to be on the safe side, risk less and make more. If I risk $300, I need to lose 20 trades in a row just to call it a day. If I risk 1%, and if I take 30 trades in a day, and three of those work and give me 10 R each, I will be in profit. And if some breaking even, and in some taking partials, so I won't lose the entire 1 R, it would be different story. And there are days that I have taken, I don't know, 70 trades, and all of those, have worked. By the way, you see, when I enter here and I put the stop loss and then I move it here, it would be like half my stop loss. Actually, let's see how much is now. You see, not even 300, but here it was like that. Crazy stuff. And what's that position, right? So it would be 1 to, I don't know, 4, 5. Is it time? Yes, it is. Well, we need to take something. Yes, we need. Huh. Okay. Let's break even on that. Let's take some more. Let's take some more. Let's remove the take profit because we will exit manually. Let's remove on that as well. Let us put that here. Let's try to say sensible and close one position, but no, we will pass that. Well, we need to take that. I need to take that. I need to enter here, sell, take that. Whatever happens, I'm okay.